Hello, children. Uh, Today, let us discuss Civics Chapter 6, that is, Understanding our Criminal Justice System. Okay, so in this chapter, in the main introduction, if we see that whenever we come across a person who is violating the law, the first thing that might come to our mind will be to inform the police, isn't it? So you might have observed either in movies or in real life, as it is given, that police officials arrest the accused and file a complaint, है ना? So as the police tends to arrest the accused, it is mostly assumed that the police decides if a person is guilty or not, है ना? ऐसे ही सोचा जाता है कि पुलिस ही ये डिसाइड करेगा, बट दिस इज़ नॉट द केस. That is, once a person gets arrested, the court is responsible for deciding if a person is accused or not. Okay, so the Indian constitution states that a person who has been accused for any crime should be granted a fair trial. Okay, that you will be understanding, fair trial. So in article 22 of the Indian constitution, it states that if a person has been arrested, अगर कोई पर्सन अरेस्ट होता है, देन इट इज़ हिज फंडामेंटल राइट्स टू गेट डिफेंडेड बाय अ लॉयर, कि उसको अपने लिए एक लॉयर लेना है. एंड आर्टिकल 39A ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन स्टेट्स दैट इट इज़ द ड्यूटी ऑफ द स्टेट टू प्रोवाइड अ लॉयर to a person in case the person is unable to afford one due to poor status or disability, है ना? अगर किसी वजह से वो खुद अपने लिए लॉयर नहीं ले पा रहा है, तो ये आर्टिकल 39 के हिसाब से ये स्टेट की ड्यूटी हो जाती है कि वो उस पर्सन को लॉयर प्रोवाइड करेगा. ओके, सो द पुलिस अलॉन्ग विद द पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर, defense lawyer and judge, okay, these are the people, that is these are the people who play a key role in the criminal what we can say justice system of India and several other democratic countries. Okay, I hope it is clear, all of you. Now let us see the role of police while investigating any crime. Okay, so if we see the function of the police, that is important function of the police in a case is to investigate any complaint, okay, which is related to the commission of a crime. So the investigation, it involves various process like collection of evidence of different kinds and recording the witness statements. On the basis of his investigation, the policeman is needed to give his opinion. Okay, and if the police finds that the evidence is pointing to an accused person's guilt, then they file a charge sheet against him in the court. ठीक है, so it is not his job to decide if a person is guilty or not. This is decided by the judge. Okay, so in the previous chapters also it has been explained that every person is equal before the law, है ना? So it also includes the police who has been investigating the case. So the police always conduct investigation of a case and according to law, and he has to give full respect to the human rights of the accused. Okay, and the country's Supreme Court has already laid down a few guidelines which the police has to follow while arresting or interrogating someone. So the investigation is going on, that is, whenever the investigation is going on, a police officer can't shoot or beat anyone. Even for petty offenses also, the police is not allowed to inflict any type of punishment on the accused. Okay, so the Indian Constitution, Article 22, it guarantees following fundamental rights to every person who has been arrested. Okay, like a boy who is under the age of 15 and any woman cannot be called for questioning to the police station. Okay, then the right not to be tortured while in custody or during arrest. Then it is given that when a person is being arrested, she has the right to be informed about the offense. Okay, then the next right is an arrested person has to presented in front of magistrate by the police. Okay, and that also within 24 hours of the arrest. Okay, and the confession made by the accused in custody, it cannot be used as evidence in the court. Okay, so apart from that, the Indian Supreme Court has also laid down certain procedures as well as the requirements that the police and the other agencies have to follow. Okay, so they are known as DK Basu guidelines. Okay, DK Basu guidelines, and few guidelines like the police officers who are supposed to carry out the interrogation, okay, they are required to wear accurate or clear and visible identification as well as the name tags apart from their designation. Then at the time of arrest, a memo of arrest has to be prepared, which should be, it should contain date of the arrest along with the time. Okay, and it has to be attested by minimum of one witness of the accused. So the arrested person is also supposed to countersign the arrest memo. And then a person who has been detained or arrested has the right to inform his relatives also. Okay, and if the relative reside outside the district, then the police has to notify the time, okay, the district and the place of arrest, and the custody venue to them within 8 to 12 hours after the accused has been arrested. Okay, I hope it is clear till here, everyone.